Hey parents, this is Mr. Young here. Wanted to welcome you to Parent Information Night. I had a lot of you contact me and say, hey, I can't make it to the Parent Information Night. Could you email me some stuff? And I totally understand. I have three girls, and so I know that life gets super busy with sports and after school activities and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try a screencast for you, and then I'm going to try to upload this to YouTube, and then I'll send the link your way. You can see my contact information here. You got my email, leyoung at liberty.k12.mo.us. If you get a chance, try to visit my website. There might be some helpful things for you on the website. And there's my phone number here if you ever need to get a hold of me throughout the day. I figured you should know a little bit about your child's teacher. You know, you send your child to me every single day, and you trust that I'm doing the right thing, and I pray that I am. This is my 9th year of teaching, and all of those years have been in 3rd grade. I grew up near Sedalia, Missouri, home of the Missouri State Fair, and I actually graduated from a little bitty town called Cole Camp, Missouri. So if you find it on the map, I might give you a sweet treat or something. I graduated from UMKC, and then I got my master's degree at Park University in elementary administration. So maybe one day when I grow up I'll be a principal, but I love being a teacher too much for now to step into that role. I am married to this beautiful redhead right here, and we have 3 girls. We have Coraline, she is 4 years old, and then we have Kella, who is 2, and then we have our little 9-month-old Kaya. She's almost 10 months, so I went ahead and put that she's 10 months and already walking around, which is kind of crazy for me to think about. I love being outdoors and playing sports. I just wanted to show you our schedule right here. You might want to take special note of the lunchtime, because I know that sometimes parents want to come up and have lunch with their child. Totally fine with me. Maybe just contact me just so I kind of know to have a heads up that you're coming. Otherwise, everything is right there for you if you need to know what we're doing at what time throughout the day. When you do come up for lunch, they're asking that you do not bring in any fast food, although I did find out today that you can bring Subway in. And that is not necessarily considered fast food, because that would be something that you could make at home, a sandwich. So, hey, might want to take advantage of that. And by the way, I like Subway too, just throwing that out there. Snacks and water bottles. Totally feel free to have the kids bring in a snack. It gets pretty long sometimes throughout the day. So we're going to have snacks and water bottles. Just make sure that those snacks are school approved. If it were up to me, I would totally let you bring in whatever, but they have to be school approved because of allergies. Just also make sure that they're kind of like one serving size. We don't need a whole bag of chips to be brought from home. And then I just ask that you don't bring anything that requires refrigeration or utensils, like maybe like yogurt, even though it's a good healthy snack. It just requires, you know, some extra utensils and spoons, and I might not have that available. Water bottles, I just ask that they have a lid. Birthday treats are a big deal here in 3rd grade, so just give me a heads up that you're coming. Again, they have to be school approved. If it were up to me, I would say I love homemade cakes and cookies, especially chocolate chip cookies, so just keep that in mind too. And then the kids are supposed to hand those out during the lunchtime. And then if you do have any party invitations that, you know, maybe you're having a birthday party at home, those need to be mailed out, or every single kid in the class needs to get one, just to make sure that kids' feelings aren't hurt. Here's the rules in 3rd grade for Mr. Young's classroom to always listen and follow directions. That one is in bold because I feel like if you can do that one, everything else is going to be pretty straightforward. So you can see the rules right there. The consequences. What happens if we don't follow the rules? Well, as you and I know, there's consequences. We follow the BIST procedures here at school. And then I also have that follow along with a card system so the kids can visually see how things are going. Um, we start off with a 4-star day. So if you have a child come home and you see, wow, you had 4 stars today, you didn't even have to have a warning. Like, that's a great day. Um, if I say, hey, you know what, you weren't following the rules, I'm going to have you pull a card. A 3 is okay in 3rd grade. It's just a warning. If they have to pull another card for not following a rule, they will go to the safe spot. And I'll ask that they walk for 5 minutes at recess around a circle that we have painted for them out there in the playground. And that just gives them time to think about what are they going to do different next time. And then if they get down to 1 star, they'll have to go to a buddy room. They'll fill out a think sheet. You'll see that come home. I'll have you sign that, and then I'll keep that a record of the time that they had to fill out that think sheet. If we have a 0-star day, I don't know that I've ever had that happen, they will go to the principal's office. So 2 types of behavior I can't tolerate are hurtful behavior and disruptive behavior. So if one of those does happen, we might just kind of skip the process there of the BIST process and go straight to the principal's office, especially if it's hurtful or disruptful. Okay. The good news is once they're keeping track of those stars in their take-home folder, that black take-home folder that comes home, they get a reward, and so that's pretty exciting for the kids. They get to come up and redeem those stars for a prize. This year at Kellybrook, we're pretty excited to start the Leader in Me process. If you are not familiar with Leader in Me, it's kind of based off of a book by Stephen Covey called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, but they have a kid version which is really cool, and it just follows those same 7 habits, and you can see them right there. So you might hear some of this language like synergize, and you might ask your kid, well, what does it mean to synergize? And which really just means working together in a group, working well together. And so we'll talk about some of these things throughout this school year. So I just wanted to make you aware of some of these things. Okay, that black take-home folder that comes home. Couple of things. You're going to see any homework. I like to do homework packets. After 9 years, I've had parents say, you know what, we love the homework packet. We are so busy throughout the week. We just want a chance to be able to do some homework as we get a chance to. And homework, just so you guys know, is practice of the skills that we're practicing in class. I am going to try my hardest to differentiate some homework this year, especially with having the Chromebooks this year. But a lot of practice that we do, or a lot of homework that we do, is just for practice. You're also going to see their star count in there. You're going to know, like, whoa, you had a 4-star day again. Great job, buddy. Or, whoa, 2 stars. What happened here? If your child gets 2 stars, I'm usually going to make a little comment down at the bottom of why they got 2 stars, and then I'll just have you sign off on that and have a good conversation with your child and making sure they understand what to do better next time. There's also a spot in there for you to keep track of your reading minutes. The monthly reading log is kind of right behind the calendar page there. It's also a calendar just to keep track of those reading minutes. The expectation is 100 minutes a week or 400 minutes a month. So help your child add up those minutes, and at the end of every month I'm going to track those, and if they get them, they're 400 minutes. If they do what's expected, then they get a booklet where they get a free pizza. We make a pretty big deal about it. They get a certificate just for doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I just encourage you to really read with your child at home. And then any like parent or teacher notes that you might want to write back and forth with me, feel free to put those in there, and I'll try to respond those as soon as I can. I am going to initial with a Y, and then I would like for you to initial as well, just to let me know that you did indeed see how well they did that day. Okay, so with those homework packets, I haven't done the best job so far, I know. I'm going to try to get better. We've had a lot of stuff at the beginning of the year here, so I'm going to try to get those out to you on Fridays, okay? And what you will do is you'll see home HP number 1, HP number 2. So that just means homework packet number 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth. So things in there that just to remind you to do would be to read 100 minutes every week with your child. They can read to you, you can read to them, you read a page, they read a page. I'm even counting it if they're reading to a sibling. There's so many different ways for your child to read. So I just want to make sure you track those minutes. There's going to be some math practice skills in there. I will try to have the spelling list that goes home. There's going to be a practice worksheet that goes along with those spelling words. Um, and then if there are any unfinished class assignments that aren't done, I'll send those home. And just so you can kind of see what we're doing in class. And if they're not finished, you might want to talk to your child and say, hey, why aren't these finished? Are you using your time wisely? And have those conversations with your child. And just a reminder, for me, homework is practice. I don't necessarily take grades on that because I am assuming that you are helping them at home. It's just to reinforce the skills that we are learning in class. I really do look at it as a responsibility grade, though, to making sure that they are completing it, they are returning that, and I just encourage them to learn that responsibility. Friday folders this year are going to be sent home electronically. If you have not been getting them, please let me know so I can get that important paperwork out to you. And then newsletters this year. I'm going to be very honest. People have told me, parents are very honest, and I love it when you guys are honest. They've said, we don't really read them. So I'm going to try to just email you like weekly or like throughout the week, just to kind of give you some heads up on some things, and is just to be a reminder of things that are going on. Data binders. Okay, so you've already seen these come home once this year. Data binders are probably going to come home about every 2 to 3 weeks. Just make sure you put a check on the new papers that come home, so that way you know what we have been working on in class. If you see that they are getting a score of like a 1 or a 2, you might want to talk to them. Hey, what was going on here? Tell me, how can I help you understand this concept? And I'm already aware of what they're getting, so I'm trying to do what I can here. So I just ask that we partner together to try to get that done. If we have to make any comments, if you want to make comments on there, feel free to do that. And I just ask that they return them the next day. Okay, Chromebooks. Really excited about these Chromebooks. When do we get to take them home? The kids want to know. Tomorrow. The only thing is that you have to have purchased the insurance, which I think is $30, through Liberty Public Schools. Also make sure that the kids have passed their digital passport. Okay? Make sure that they understand how to use them at home. Help them to connect to Wi-Fi if you have that. I'm going to ask that they take their cases home. With the cords, I kind of have talked to you about that. It is a mess, but I'm trying to work on something to where they can take the cords home, and then when they do, we'll have to make sure that they're fully charged when they come back to school the next day. So students can do amazing things with Chromebooks these days. I did not even use a PowerPoint until I think I was like in high school. So it's just amazing what kids can do, and you can see all of the great things that we're going to be possibly taking on this year with these Chromebooks. Star of the week. I'm going to notify you with a letter, and then the letter will tell you everything you need to bring. So feel free to just read through there. If you have any questions, let me know. Break parties. Books reveal adventures kids enjoy. We're going to do that the first Fridays of every month. We are going to also recognize those kids who are going above and beyond in their reading minutes. I have some special awards for them that I will do. The book orders will be sent out that week, and so you're going to need to know this code right here. So just kind of keep that in mind, maybe jot that down in order to make those book orders. When we have those break parties, it'll be fun because we'll have some goldfish crackers and juice pouches, and we just get to enjoy having our time together. The kids get to bring beach towels from home, so we just have an extended time of reading. The kids really enjoy it. The next thing is toys, trinkets, and electronics. So just to keep it simple, I don't allow them. They tend to distract the kids. I understand that some kids have cell phones, and those are okay. I just ask that they are on silent or off in their backpacks, so they're not a distraction. If they are caught with something, it's going to go in my May basket, and you guys know what month they're going to get it back, in May. So just keep that in mind when they're bringing those toys and trinkets in. The only time they should bring it in anyway is if we have like a star share, or if there's some sort of show and tell that they want to do for their 50 stars.